Stop it. Now's not the time. Quit.
I just want to leave it right there.
Leave me alone. Edwin has something on his mind, and we have a new entry in the Book of Rites. Thank you. Ow! Hedwin motions for you to join him. While his manner is as easygoing as ever, you sense he is searching for the right words for what he's about to say. You'd asked what I did to get thrown in here. Figured I'd tell you. The others know. I was on the blood border for several years, an outrider. No real rank, but a pretty important job. Whenever the harp swooped in, was up to me to raise the alarm. Blood border. The northern edge of the Commonwealth is a flat and vulnerable expanse. The High-Wing remnants seized upon it at every opportunity from the cover of clouds or darkness. Harps. A winged race, also known as the High-Wing remnants, at war with the Commonwealth. They're as coarse as their feathers. They hold themselves superior. The Archjustice Androboles the Ninth. One day the harps came without warning. No alarm. It was a slaughter. So I heard, because I wasn't there. I was with one of them. She. Look, that's a story for another time. The point is, they branded me Hedwin the Deserter before they sent me here. I didn't want to fight. I abandoned my post. My friends. They paid dearly for it. Ended up down here. Hedwin looks at you as a smile reappears. It's not something I like to talk about, as you can tell. But I know you'd been wondering, and you deserve to know. I made a promise to you earlier when we first met, that you'd go free as well. If any of us go free. That promise might not carry that much weight, I guess, coming from a deserter. Anyway, that's all. Thank you for hearing me out. There's not much good here in the downside, but at least the past is behind us. He leaves you there to consider his words. Thought I got a new page there. Guess not. While serving on the blood border, by chance he had a run-in with a lone enemy harp. They each felt a powerful connection and escaped together rather than fight each other to the death, as would have been expected. He lost contact with her after their encounter and left his post in search of her, but he was caught and exiled. In the downside he found Jadariel, who looked after him when he was a child. In time he caught wind of an unbelievable rumor, and first heard the name of Sandalwood. Commence the rite. As you complete preparations for the rite to commence, you notice Faye approaching. You notice too that she's wearing your companion's raiments. We can go home? Faye, I thought I made myself quite clear that you were not to touch those robes. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Jadariel. I just thought that maybe you were being funny at the time. Unbelievable. Hey, something's happening in the sky. I think we're up.
Reader, what brings you to the spring of Jomir? Why, it must have been the stars. Although it seems that your triumvirate now numbers 4 exiles, not the expected 3. The rules of the rites were not created for you to besmirch. Prepare now to confront the fate. They still honor the traditions of the scribes, and surely have been longing for this chance. But first, you have a choice to make.
The sky burns bright once more as your next adversaries in the rites approach. Their apparent leader is a bent old cur who regards you with a formal bow. At his side is an intense young man. I hail you, exiles of the Night Wings, and am grateful that you chose to grace us with your presence once again. I'm called Dalbert Oldheart, and this is my son, Almer. He is an honorable old cur bent on upholding the sacred traditions with his son. He is the dutiful foster son of Dalbert Oldheart and is very protective of him above all else. We need not greet them, father. We shall face you in the field this night, and may the victor's pyre burn eternal. But first, we offer you a token of good faith, in show of appreciation that the Night Wings have returned. Dalbert approaches you with something in his paw. You sense his motives are sincere as he hands you a small talisman. Tailwind Crest. Grants the bearer +2 quickness. A forged metal brooch, cool to the touch, depicting some triumph of the Sea Dominion. Thank him and begin. That cur was very kind, and his son, he was so caring, wasn't he? When can we start? I want to help you beat them. We need 3 of us exactly to conduct a rite, but we've got 4 now besides the reader. This ought to be his call. If someone has to stand aside this time, I volunteer. No volunteering, chum. It ought to be the reader's call, remember? Very well then, reader. Who shall it be? Henceforth you shall choose 3 exiles to conduct each rite.
Now let us get started.
I forgot to look at her bio. Well, we want him because he gives this bonus. Oh. We can give him a little more quickness too. You didn't have to do this, but I'll do my best. Hers is kind of whatever. We'll do this guy. We'll try Faye out too. Don't have to tell me twice, chum. Savage. Simple folk ostracized for their deficiencies or differences even prior to their sentencing. Also called the Moon Touch, they prove overly resistant to the principles of lawful society.
Faye.
Oh, me? Thank you for believing in me, because I think the scribes do too.
It is done.
If you intend to prevail in the rites, you would be wise to not exclude me next time. Night Wings, I trust you are all well prepared, for these old eyes yet see that the rites shall be commencing momentarily. Are you quite ready too, my son? I hope so, father. Here now, let me show you.
Begin.
Oh, wrong button.
Goodbye, Headwind.
Oh, I'm not sure what that was.
The first dousing. Unfortunate for Dalbert. Verily.
Look forth, my son. The waters of Jomer Many-Mane bring blessings unto us this eve. Perhaps our chance has come at last. We need more than blessings to prevail against them, father. Please keep fighting. Collect moon drops?
A boon comes come from the stars themselves. But shall it be enough for Dalbert and his faithful son? Absolution! Bye, Faye. My, that Dalbert still can do some work. Ouch. Too bad for that one.
Oh, she's quick.
To the scribes. Bye now. Their Pyre weakens. Once more like that, and we are finished here. And it is done. The Night Wings prevail. 'Twas a glorious performance, I must say. Perhaps you shan't be quite so fortunate next time.
We did it. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I wonder what will happen to the Fate. They seemed so nice, didn't they? An honorable triumvirate determined to uphold the traditions of the rites, led by the Cur Dalbert Oldheart with the help of his adopted son, the savage Almer the Helpless. Exiles of the Night Wings, the dawn is yours and may you earn your freedom. But father, the dawn might have been ours. We failed and I have failed you. Nonsense, we are the Fate. We do what is ordained and nothing less. Now let us go, my son, for I am weary once again.
There is much to learn from this experience. Witness the rites firsthand and be inspired.
See that, chums? Old Rookie Greentail's got some bite in him yet. Maneuvers of Many Mane. Rites masteries enhancing a Cur's agility and fortune. There had never been a Cur quite so bold or tireless in spirit as the famous Alpha Chief Jomur Manymane. Traits of the Alpha Chief. Rites masteries enhancing a Cur's relentless fervor. Other Curs of his age all needed to learn to navigate the many quirks of Jomur's personality. I can jump a second time while airborne, that's awesome. Rookie deals an additional 5 damage when plunging into the adversary's Pyre, that's pretty nice too. Jomur Manymane was a vision to behold as he threw himself from one reckless situation into another. Get a bigger aura. Can banish better. Rookie comes back after getting banished, that's pretty nice. When sprinting, Rookie accelerates faster than usual to an even faster top speed. Oh, that's good. After he's banished by an adversary, Rookie has a 50% chance to return in only 1 second. Rookie can jump a second or third time while airborne. Oh, these all seem so good. I think I should go for mobility.
A blessing from the Alpha Chief himself. Until the next right.
Hello, excuse me? I mean, would you excuse me for a moment, do you think? You're one of them. What do you want? Father needs me. Oh, I'm sorry. I think that I forgot what I was going to say. I'm so embarrassed. What is the matter with you? It is against the rights for us to even speak like this. I did not know that, I don't think. No one said anything like that to me, but then all this, it's very new to me, and so I thought maybe... You cannot be serious. Yes, I mean, I like to laugh. I like to laugh a lot, and you know, how about you? This is a Nightwing's trick. Father told me not to speak with any of you. But I have to go. Wait. Almer, wait. I think that was your name. Was that even your name? Wait. Where'd the minstrel go? As you return to the wagon after defeating the Fate, you notice Jodariel tense up and frown. Where did he go? Who? Wait, the sleeping guy? The minstrel. He's gone. You see, it is true. There's no trace of the lone minstrel who had been lying still in the corner of the wagon all this time. You join the others in search for him outside. Your fellow exiles have revealed nothing to you of the lone minstrel or how they found him, though you sense their concern as they scour the vicinity for him. We'll worry about the minstrel, my friend. You worry about the stars. Wherever they guide us, we're going. Amur the Dusk Star? Oh, I guess we have two choices now. Oh, no, that's current location. That's where we need to go. Hawkzz the Midnight Star. The Midnight Star burns bright over the standing stones at the edge of flagging hands. Everyone, we're headed back east, all the way across the valley. Towards the cairn of Hawkzz, then? According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The accursed imp here felled the mighty bone titan, Shaq's 6 shoulders. Ooh, that is a tongue twister. Shaq's 6 shoulders, ugh. That's right, we have to risk it. What if that minstrel guy doesn't turn up by then? We shall find him on this night or another. They continue searching for some time, however the minstrel is nowhere to be found. Faye's scribe catcher. The bundle of sticks Faye insisted on hanging in the rafters. She believes it brings good fortune. Jodariel. After having secured victory over the Fate in a rather one-sided contest last night, you find Jodariel off on her own. You sense she wants to talk about your decision to exclude her from the conducting of the rite. Reader, you should know that I did not expect to be relegated to being a bystander in this. I respect your decision to exclude me in this case, though at the time I did not think the others would prevail without me. I know best. You follow my lead. A lesson learned even at my age. Now if you'd excuse me, we shall be departing soon. She departs to check on things outside. You sense that she has no misgivings about what transpired and is more concerned at present about the missing minstrel. I think I will start including her though, because she has a huge aura. She's like a good goalie. She's a young vagabond girl with an odd manner and an unshakable sense of curiosity. Also, we got this guy's astral sign and stuff. He was born on the 29th of 7th moon, suggesting he is devoted and faithful. Crime desertion. He fled the Blood Border's north front without leave and did not return. As mercy guides our hand, we spare your lives, but rid ourselves of you from the sentencing ceremony. Insurrection. Was his motive. The records state he wished to relay Commonwealth military secrets to the enemy. In the downside, one's past tends not to be a subject. Years exiled 5. Hedwyn has survived for 5 years in the downside thus far. It is a life sentence. Her powers. She can throw her aura. She can jump. And then she gains lots of speed after a minute. Savage, moon touched. The Commonwealth never did know how to handle those who did not fit neatly into its mold. It is said that those born under a wild moon often lead a charmed and troubled life. She appears to be a vagabond who's wandered the downside for some time, and has somehow managed to get by. Her simple and sincere demeanor suggests she likely was shunned in the Commonwealth and would have been considered a savage by the standards there. She seems unusually interested in the legends of the 8 scribes. Okay, let me get my water again. Continue your journey. There's still no sign of the lone minstrel, although Jadariel tracks potential signs of movement east, the same way you're headed. You consider where to search for him. The south route across the Jormur Valley. Oh, we did this last time. Jadariel believes the missing minstrel must have taken the same route you took earlier. Edwin thinks the missing minstrel could have taken the route opposite to the one you took. Well, I haven't given Jadariel any decisions yet, so we'll do hers. As you make your way through the desolate sprawl of Fall Flat, all there is to show for the missing minstrel is a deeper scowl on Jadariel's face. Blast. I felt certain that he would have taken our same route to the Spring of Jormur. It's alright, Jody. He could have gone anywhere. Likely there was nothing to be found either way. We should keep moving. You pick up bits and pieces of the minstrel's significance to your fellow exiles. He was there when they first discovered the Black Wagon, but they speak little more of it for now. Stop the wagon. What? How come? Because of her. They're coming. They're coming for us. We have to be ready. We have to. Does she mean what I think she means? I believe so. Your fellow exiles scramble to prepare the wagon for whatever is out there. Once you help them settle in, perhaps you can learn more of their source of concern. Uh-oh. Prepare for the night. Something is approaching and you and your fellow exiles need to be ready for it. Alright. They are coming for us. They fear the scribes. They fear the scribes. I know they do. What's she talking about? What's going on? Howlers. Lots of them. Then what are we gonna do? They fear the scribes. Calm yourself, Faye. We shall give them reason to fear us as well. We'll use the raiments and the books. Indeed. One of us can draw them out under the reader's watch. It shall be just like one of our rights. Edwin turns to you. It seems we need your help in this, my friend. We just need a volunteer to go with you. I'll do it, mister. Please, you have to let me. And the scribes, they will protect me. I know they will. Jadariel exchanges looks with Hedwyn. Each of them nods at you as if to signal their approval. Alright. That howling sound, it means they're here. Oh, by the scribes, they're here. Fend them off. I guess I just have to hit them before they get... Yeah. Release right click when flashing to power cast. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. So you just have to time it really well. Then it goes quicker. More. I think there's many more. Oh, here they come. Here they come. I need to get some more power casts. Missed. There we go. There's so many! Release W when flashing to power jump. Oh, there we go. Alright, see you, Austin. Is it over now at last? It is, I think it is. Oh, those poor and wretched beasts. Just then, Faye spots something creeping toward her. Who? What? The howling subsides as your fellow exiles scramble out to check on Faye. You find her in one piece along with an unfamiliar little face. Drive Imp. Isn't he the best? Can we keep him? You sense a depth of experience in this creature, at least judging by Drive Imp standards. In fact, you feel a connection to him. If you concentrate, perhaps you can derive some meaning from his calls and screeches. The Drive Imp seems both excited and frustrated by something. You sense some pattern in the Drive Imp's screeches. He seems welcoming of this. This Drive Imp seems to have history with your Black Wagon. You're beginning to understand him. The Drive Imp recognizes you as the new reader of the Nightwings. He is pleased to meet you. The Drive Imp seems satisfied at having gotten through to you, and you explain to your companions what little you have learned of him so far. No one argues against letting the creature come along. Inside the wagon, the other Drive Imps stare at him with something like reverence. Welcome him aboard. He has something on his mind. You can see the little imp has made himself at home. He rushes right up to you. Your new imp companion seems very pleased to be in the wagon. He indicates he was able to find you thanks to the swarm of howlers. He has no love of howlers, and they know not to mess with him either. He plans to set up a nest that should ward off any further trouble from them. He looks forward to the road ahead with everyone, and he believes it shall be worth it. He seems to be saying he is happy to be back where he belongs, and he urges you to keep going. He bounds off towards his brethren settled in the wagon's rafters. Lick Sand. An arid southern pass towards the ominous cairn of Hawkzz. Your new imp friend seems insistent that you take this path bearing east. Okay. Hedwyn orders the wagon to a halt somewhere in the desolate sprawl of Jomer Valley. There's someone on the road. Be careful, everyone. The figure watching the black wagon from afar approaches, arms spread wide, although a hat and cloak conceal the figure's features. Then the imp rushes out towards whomever it is. The imp is very riled up at the sight of whoever is approaching, though in an almost joyous way. Tizo, it is good to see you, and you found the others, even faster than expected. Oh, it's the minstrel. Tizo. He's a venerable drive imp who seems to know the ins and outs of the Nightwing's black wagon. The imp called Tizo appears very pleased. The lone minstrel turns toward the rest of you. Hello. We have not met, but I know who you are or who you must be. I returned as promptly as I could. Have you walked with the scribes themselves? Because I think maybe you have. Hello, indeed. You had us worried there when you took off. I should knock him back into his slumber. I did not aim to cause you such concern. As soon as I awakened, I had to notify my client that the Nightwings have returned. Your client? Aye, my client. Sandalwood. He is your point of contact, as I understand. You did not find his wagon by mistake. So what now? You continue down the path. That is why I am here. When we meet my client, he shall explain. For now, you have a job to do. I assure you that I shall not interfere. But I mean to accompany you. Would that be alright? Hedwin and the others exchange looks. Welcome back, minstrel. You got a name? I am sometimes called Tarek. It is a pleasure to meet you, Nightwings. He appears to be a traveling musician, yet seems to be connected to the rites. The lone minstrel returns to the black wagon with your fellow exiles. The Cairn of Hawkzz is a foreboding sight. It is here that the next rite is soon to commence. Reader, if you have a moment, once we are settled on these grounds, I wish to speak with you in the wagon at your leisure. Page revealed the rope collar. Oh, hey guys, fancy running into you this side of the sand, so what can I do for you? Oh, Ron, how'd you make it all this way ahead of us? Nah, come on now, Mr. Greentail. Can't just give up all my business secrets, am I right? What I can do, though, seeing as you've been such a good customer and all, is provide for you a sample of a little something you might like. Here, check this out. Seeing as you bought the Mooncrest stinger from me last time, why, I'm just thinking you could use this, and I got more if you want. Pinch of Stardust. Raises the rank of certain talismans +1. Cool. Thank Ron for the sample. Interact with Ron to quiet him down. I want the Fang, and I want this contract. She'll get the contract because she'll hopefully be doing a lot of banishing as the goalie. Actually, that's fine. I kind of wanted the Fang, but having a chance to return is nice. Appreciate you doing business, and you guys be sure to tell your friends, okay? White Lute. The lone minstrel Tarek's musical instrument, with which he chronicles great deeds through song. The lone minstrel and his white lute chronicle the journey of the Nightwings through song. On using it, you may hear glimpses of your past experiences across the downside. I don't need that. Alright, where are these pages? Oh. Wait, here we go. The last emperor? How many nations did I scour? How many nations did I scour in the name of Solium Mur? How many countries fell before our spears and blades? Such questions mattered less to me with every passing victory. Our legions swelled across the land, and our dominion grew. The Emperor Solium Mur paid all this little heed. He only tended to his personal affairs. Our legions relished the autonomy. We did not know that the Emperor cared nothing for his legions nor his people. He cared only for that which was before him. One day he learned of such a thing as to befit his name, and vowed to seek it out. I knew it was a fool's errand, but my liege, he would not listen. He instead insisted to pursue a certain treasure, a celestial orb, freshly fallen from the heavens in the reaches of the downside. He would be a living legend if only he could grasp it. Whispered in his ear that Kaelmer Ropecaller, his elder and most trusted aide. Would that I slew that man myself. His was a simple and yet brilliant ruse, to draw the Emperor further still from his responsibilities and towards his greed. Thus did the Emperor begin an expedition into the Forsaken Lands. He insisted that he go himself. The lone minstrel seems to have situated himself in the wagon. He's very still, not unlike when he was sleeping. Reader, I shall keep this brief, as you shortly have a rite you must conduct. You have read something of the Book of Rites, which means that you may know something of my nature. An ancient manuscript revealing a mystic path to freedom from the downside. For centuries, the teachings of the 8 scribes have been passed down through oral tradition alone. On the contrary, you know not what he means, and he soon senses this. Forgive me, for I spoke too soon. Suffice it, I have served the Nightwings for some time. Conduct the rites with glory, and you shall achieve what you seek. The lone minstrel nods farewell to you and steps away. You and your fellow exiles gather around the sacred site known as the Cairn of Hawkzz, anticipating the hour that the rites are to commence again. All is quiet for a time, and then, from out of nowhere charges in a gangly cur. He stops short and gives you a mighty sneer. Psst, that's Barker Ashpaws, a real piece of work, just don't make eye contact. A troublemaking cur who thrills in the defeat of the triumvirates who stand against him. Oi, well, would you look at this lot? Even got one of your own. Our own, consorting with 2-leggers. You're a disgrace there, mate, you realize? Good to see you, Barker. You're looking well. Didn't know you knew about the rites. Oh, I knew about a lot of things, my friend. For instance, I know you're going to be very, very sad after we wipe the floor with you here. Don't know whose back you scratched to earn yourself a spot on the high and mighty Nightwings there, but I'm gonna make sure all of you regret it, because why not? Sounds good, sounds good. The cur Barker laughs away as his pack stumbles after him. You hear them howling and cackling as the stars above begin to glow.
Welcome, dear reader, to the splendors of the accursed Cairn of Hawkzz. You shall find the downside grows less pleasant from this point. But first, there's a tradition to uphold. This time you stand against the dissidents. Even now they hunger to defeat you. Perhaps not simply to regain their freedom, but to deny you yours.
As the stars shine down upon you, the pack of curs you stand against this night continue hooting and howling. Boy, come on, you lot, let's boil some blood. Then Ruki pulls you aside. Look, chum, I don't know how to say this, but I can't go against these guys. Just trust me on this one, okay? You sense he means it. You make a mental note to ask about his history with Barker whenever time permits. It's alright, Rookie, we can take care of him. Begging your pardon, but if you need another to stand at your side this night, I have someone here whom I would recommend. Do not be coy with us, minstrel. Don the robes if you intend to stand with us. Oh, I did not mean myself. The rites are not for me. I was instead referring to this little one. Haha. A creature wearing tiny raiments appears at the lone minstrel's side. Tizo seems to be volunteering to take on your adversary as the dissidents. Absurd. The imp knows the rights? He knows a great deal. So long as Nightwings stand together, he shall be at their side. Though you need not take my word for it. Tizo, our adversaries seem to be preoccupied. Perhaps you might quickly show our comrades what you can do? The little imp peers at you. You sense his connection to the rights as he awaits your guidance. Tizo seems excited to demonstrate some of his favorite tricks. Reader, influencing Tizo may take some getting used to. He is inviting you to try.
Another joins your ranks, and a mere imp. Although, no, it cannot be. And we shall see what comes of this new partnership of yours.
Ooh. That's pretty strong. Well done as ever, Tizo. Tizo is happy to lend his support during the rites if you could use his help. Well then, reader, who shall conduct the rites in the name of the Nightwings?
Who shall strive for freedom? Edwin. Shirusama. Joe Dariel.
We'll try Tizo.
Tizo. Very well.
Our adversaries shall be quick. Be ready. Time's up, you swill. Come on, boys. Let's get them.
Commence. The Nightwings make their mark upon the flame.
No.
Banished.
Triple kill. Tizo, no.
An opportunity. Not much force of will behind that thrust.
Still did some damage.
The
crap.
orb has left your clutches.
Oh no.
Edwin doused the adversary's flames. You have it.
Okay, so they can drop to knock that. Crap.
Quite foul for the Nightwing's shame.
Yeah, Tizo's not very good for scoring, I guess. This guy's better. It's just easy.
Into their fire. Get out, Tizo. You left yourselves
Crap.
wide open. claw.
Alright, you lot, that does it. No more fussing around, right? My boys and me were proper angry now. Whoa.
Careful now. Your adversary Barker there seems rather fired up. Whatever shall we do against so fierce a foe? I almost pity what transpired there.
Dang it.
Unfortunately. And it is done. The Nightwings prevail yet again. A perfectly agreeable performance overall. Thus end this night's proceedings.
That ought to show them. Perhaps now they shall learn some humility. Well, well, I'll be a heaping ball of dung, but I just can't believe you shoddy lot showed us the what for like that. My boys and I will have to take you just a tad more serious next time. Till then, you just be sure to tell old Rookie Greentail that yours truly, he remembers everything you hear.
The rites do tend to teach something of trust.
I used to think the scribes were just the stuff of stories, but all this really is their doing, isn't it? Moving with the orb is faster? That sounds really good. So we're gonna do that.
A flash of inspiration for next time. Enlightenment
Tizo kind of sucked.
itself to simple imps.
Tizo feels solemn respect for the rites and all their myriad complexities. While fluttering or zipping, Tizo moves much faster than usual. Now that could make him better. If banished, Tizo drops a moon sign allies can instantly transport to from their Pyre. That's pretty good. Wow. Well, we want this. Movement speed is just so good.
Until the stars align.
Splendid was your guidance of the Nightwings, reader. Your fellows are fortunate to have found one such as you. May you find the freedom that you seek. After overcoming the dissidents, a triumvirate of anarchists who conduct the rites for sheer thrill, in a solid performance, you return to the wagon to recover from the night's ordeal and figure out how best to proceed. You alright, Rookie? Think so, chum. I just need a little time. Didn't count on Barker being caught up in all this. You don't owe him your conscience. You'll sort things out with him. You always do. I do not wish to interrupt, but the dark of night is waning. Reader, would you join us outside, please? You find Jadariel and the lone minstrel gazing into the sky above the valley, which is beginning to grow pale. Next is Milith, the Bog Star. The Bog Star burns right over a fetid cavern in flagging hands. Then it is as I feared. We are to press further north, beneath the valley into Flagging Hands. A gloom-filled, desolate region of the downside beyond which lies the sea. A fetid sprawl of noisome, festering, unpleasant adjectives, basically a disgusting swamp pit. The scribes are watching over us. They will protect us wherever we should go. Had you been to Flagging Hands, you would not say such things. The scribes have surely turned their backs on that place. If I may, the bleakness of Flagging Hands shall wear upon you, to be sure. I urge for you to take what rest you can, for you shall need your strength upon the road ahead. Your fellow exiles agree to turn in for the remainder of the night. At dawn you shall have to press deeper into the downside. Tizo's nest. Various scraps and things laced together with bits of ribbon and fabric, topped off with a plush fish. You can tell something is troubling Ruki, though he seems relieved to see you. Hey, chum, listen, I gotta level with you real quick. You remember Barker, don't you? Not exactly easy to forget, though believe you me, I try. Well, he's got me by the scruff. I've been down here a little while, as you can see by now, but Barker, he's been here longer. He's made quite the name down here. As for me, I needed help, you understand. I had a certain standard to uphold. So, I figured he would be the one to ask. Then Ruki hesitates. But then his familiar grin returns. So what if I owe him though, right chum? I got people back on the other side, and just between us, we're loaded, I mean rich. My little problem with Barker, soon it's going to take care of itself, just as soon as my people send the money through. So, I'm telling you right here and now, don't you even worry about it, and I'm sure everything on that front is going to end up real tidy real soon. With that, he scampers off before you can respond. It seems Ruki owes a debt of some sort. What is on the line exactly, you're unsure. Okay, that's gonna be all for tonight. My throat's starting to hurt, and it's about that time anyway. So that was our first look into Pyre. It's kind of cool so far. A little bit easy, and not quite as action-packed as I expected yet. And it seems difficult to control since you can only move one character at a time. But we'll see how it goes. With the passing, it might get a little more interesting. And we'll try and continue tomorrow night. Should be free, so yep, we'll be back tomorrow night for some more gaming. So for those of you who watch, thank you, and we'll see you next time. See ya.